So today we are going to bring the Sony ZV-E10 and its 35mm f1.8 OSS lens for a photo walk. I will be taking some portrait and also some object, so you can see how this lens performs on the Sony ZV-E10. Actually, I really like this lens because of its small and compact sizes. You can literally bring this lens anywhere. It just looks like the kit lens. As you see, if I remove the lens hood, it's super compact and people would know that you are having a 50mm equivalent in your hand. Let's get started. So in this video, I'll be shooting at f1.8 aperture priority mode. Of course, we are going to shoot at f1.8 because this lens is f1.8. Okay, so the first shot, I'm going to ask my brother to do something with the vehicle. So, alright, brother, let's get started. 你睇住個車。望過你。So let's increase the depth. Yes. Stop, man. Yes, great. So I just got some few shots. Actually, it looks pretty good. The f1.8, the picture looks pretty sharp. I really like this lens because it is a 50mm equivalent on your APS-C camera. Alright guys, let's get more photo. 你開個 boot 睇下。1, 2, 3. Okay, 開 boot. Then I use this as a foreground so we can actually emphasize this guy. 你睇過你？睇過去呢度，你睇呢度。唔好 directly 睇佢。Introducing some foreground here. Yeah, this would be nice. Alright guys, actually today's weather is quite good. It is cloudy, sun is not so harsh because right now it's actually 5 o'clock. It is actually the best timing to shoot some photo because the sun is not too harsh and we have adequate lighting here. So yeah, just ignore my brother. So we will be taking a portrait photo here. You'll be sitting right here. This is your props. 你坐呢度？邊個？ Just a few shots. Actually, the photo looks quite good and pretty sharp. Especially with the lighting right now, it's actually perfect condition to shoot some portrait photo. And then also the eye autofocus actually work pretty well under this condition because if I just point to my subject, it will just detect its eye and it is actually so accurate. For some bonus, let's try to actually shoot together with the 50mm f1.8 lens from Sony. So I will be standing here. Let's look at the 50mm FE lens from Sony. This is the FE lenses, as you can see. It's actually still very small and not very big. So let's take a portrait here, f1.8. It is actually a 75mm equivalent, so the quality seems to be quite good. Just the color size of both lenses seems to be a bit different. So let's try and see the bokeh. How is the bokeh looking on these two lenses? Okay, switch lenses. The quality seems a little bit similar, but the bokeh difference is pretty big. The 75mm just produce a much better bokeh. Let's try the burst shooting mode. I'll be shooting a continuous shooting high mode. I will ask my subject, which is my brother, to walk towards me. So let's see if the focus is snappy. 1, 2, 3, start. So let's review the footage. It seems to be quite good. Snappy, the autofocus. Yeah, once the subject jump, there's a little bit misfocus here. If he is just walking towards me, everything is snappy. The eye autofocus is so snappy. Everything is perfectly focused. It is so nice. So of course, another thing is the auto exposure issue. It started with perfect exposure, but the camera is not able to adjust to a perfect exposure once the subject is near your camera. My brother has went in for a rest, so let's try to actually shoot some subject. So I'll be shooting here. This lens actually still have some purple fringing or sometimes green color fringing inside the bokeh. This happens when you shoot at f1.8, the widest aperture. especially like tree branches and a bright sky, you will see some green and purple fringing. So this is actually not ideal, especially green fringing. I find it quite hard to remove the green fringing inside a Lightroom. Just to let you guys know, this lens is not that perfect, but it still can produce some sharp and colorful images. And it has OSS function, so quite steady for handheld footage and also photography. So let's try to shoot some macro with these lenses. Here is like a minimum focusing distance. I can start to focus at this point. The bokeh is creamy and the subject is sharp. There is some little bit of fringing because I'm shooting at f1.8, the widest aperture. As I said just now, this lens is not perfect, but the autofocus is very good. That's all I can say. You can see actually there's a little bit of vignetting when you are actually going to f1.8. So guys, that's all for today for the Sony 35mm f1.8, which is a fun lens, really. So in APS-C size lens, its main competitor I would say is the Sigma 30mm f1.4. I would say this lens is better when it comes to video because the autofocus system is quite good compared to the Sigma, which is a little bit slow. In the second-hand used market, I find that both of these lenses actually are at the same price. I got this lens mainly because it's so compact and lightweight, I can carry it around anywhere without looking too bulky and too professional. So like this package, it seems very, very good. It doesn't seem too intimidating for people. It's just a small camera which takes pretty good portrait. The strength of this lens will be that it is OSS and it comes from Sony. Way better, way faster autofocus system. It is more compact. I just like to carry this around, going anywhere to actually shoot and get that blurry background. And also if you want to take B-roll, it is actually so good at B-roll. So guys, that's all for today. I will see you in the next video. So if you have any comments or any ideas you want to let me know, you can actually leave a comments down below. In future, if you want to see any kind of video or any review to be made, let me know down below in the comments. So I will see you guys in the next video. So bye bye.